Daulah. Murshid Quli Khan, which was succeeded by the Ali Wadi Khan, succeeded by the Sirajud-Daulah over Bengal. So after taking as a farman from the Aurangzeb, Britishers refused to pay the revenue to the Nawab of Bengal, Murshid Quli Khan, which disrupted the relations in between of a company, English East India Company, and the Nawab of Bengal. Nawab of Bengal. After the death of Aurangzeb, the Bengal's Nawab, it asserted their power as autonomy because of their large size. The large size province of Bengal, their Nawab, Murshid Quli Khan, it was dominating over the India because of their large provinces. In colonial India, Bengal was the largest state of India, largest princely state of India, which was administered by the Murshid Quli Khan. After the death of Murshid Quli Khan, their empire followed by the Ali Wadi Khan and later in the Sirajud-Daulah. Sirajud-Daulah, both were worked for a strengthening of a Bengal province and protecting their areas from the Europeans. They also allowed the European powers, French and Britishers only, French and Britishers to set up their trade relations from Bengal towards the Southeastern Asian countries. But due to the fortification of Calcutta in the 1750s by the Britishers, in Calcutta, it disturbed the relationship between the company and the Nawab of Bengal. On such efforts, such activities, the Nawab of Bengal, he sent their 30,000 soldiers against of the English East India Company to recapture the Calcutta fort and restricted such activities. After the battle, the Nawab of Bengal, it restricted the entry of Britishers in a Bay of Bengal. Their entry towards the Calcutta also restricted by the Sirajud-Daulah to enter the Britishers in a parts of So Sirajud-Daulah sent their 30,000 soldiers against the Britishers to recapture the Calcutta fort and restricted the British activities in there. Restricted British activities in Calcutta. So British activities in Calcutta. So in 1756, after the death of the Ali Wadi Khan, Sirajud-Daulah succeeded as the new Nawab of Bengal, and he restricted the British activities. At that time, the English East India Company, it was administered by the Robert Clive, C-L-I-V-E, Robert Clive. In 1757, the company forces, these are fought as a historical battle against of the Sirajud-Daulah, on a battlefield of Plassey. Battle 1757, Robert Clive's forces, British forces, fought a battle against of Sirajud-Daulah. In this battle, Britishers supported the Mir Jafar, which was a minister of Sirajud-Daulah's court. Britishers, they made as a promise with the Mir Jafar, if they won as a battle, they will form the Mir Jafar as the next Nawab of Bengal. This was promised. On such behalf, Mir Jafar supported Britishers in a battle of Plassey. The Battle of Plassey, which decided as an open doorways to the British Empire over India. After the battle, Sirajud-Daulah assassinated, killed by Britishers, and Mir Jafar became as the next Nawab of Bengal. After death of Sirajud-Daulah, Mir Jafar became as the next Nawab of Bengal. Due to the regular demand of a trade incentives, Mir Jafar refused to support Britishers. Under such circumstances, Britishers installed Mir Qasim, which was as the son-in-law of Mir Jafar, as the next Nawab of Bengal. But later in stage, Mir Qasim also refused to support the Britishers. Under such circumstances, Britishers started to criticize the Mir Qasim's policies. That criticism, it was visualized in the form of a Battle of Buxar in 1764. Mir Qasim make as the secret alliance. Alliance means treaty. He signed a treaty with the existing Mughal emperor. Who was the existing Mughal emperor at that time? No. 1764. Bahadur Shah Zafar died in 1857. 1858, sorry. वो 150 साल तक जिंदा रहे, ये तो नाम होता उनका हिस्ट्री में. So which Mughal emperor supported Mir Qasim against the battle fought against of the Britishers? Shah Alam and the existing ruler of Awadh, Shujauddaulah. Shujauddaulah combined forces of Shujauddaulah, Shujud Daulah. Shujauddaulah belong from Awadh. Mughal emperor, which representing the Delhi and Lucknow, Shah Alam, and third, Mir Qasim. The combined forces of these three rulers fought a battle against our Britishers in 1764. Anji. Combined forces of Mir Qasim. Yes, kya keh rahe? Shah Alam, Mughal emperor. Second, as the Awadh, ruler of the Awadh, Shujauddaulah. Third, Mir Qasim. They collectively fought a battle against our Britishers in 1764. Battle of Buxar. Battle of Buxar fought against of the Britishers in 1764. This battle, it gave as an opportunity to the Britishers to set up their administrative empire over India. 1764 opened the opportunity for Britishers to interfere politically over Indian states. Because after this battle in 1764, Mir Qasim exiled from the Bengal and Mir Jafar installed as the next Nawab. Again reinstalled as the Nawab of Bengal by the Britishers as Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar again reinstalled as the next Bengal of Nawab when Mir Qasim exiled from the Bengal. On this ever, the Nawab of Bengal, it was paid as 5 lakh rupees every month as a security to the Britishers, as a guarantee in such events where the Mir Jafar was appointed by the Britishers. Unfortunately, when Mir Jafar died in 1765, company take over the charge of a role of a Nawab in their hands. They became as the rulers. Earlier, the company which came in India, Nawabs or Nabobs, they representing the Nawab in India as the English East India Company after the death of Mir Jafar in 1765. हाँ जी, कोई नवाब बन के बैठ गया ना, because the other eligible person it was not available in Bengal. He make themselves as the Nawab or Nabob of the Bengal. Clear? Then the Britishers, English East India Company, it completely take over a charge of a political power. Then afterwards, after annexing the Bengal under the British Empire, Britishers started to move towards the other provinces of India. Till there, any questions? Yes, Jen?
सर कौन से ईयर में औरंगजेब ने फरमान दिया था?
औरंगजेब given as a farman on 1696. Any other? Yes, Jen. Your hand is still raised.
सर शाह आलम की स्पेलिंग क्या है?
SHAHLAM, Shah Alam, existing Mughal emperor, Shujauddaulah, SHUJ-UD-DAULAH. Mercantilism is a process, Pragati, in which the European past, they tried to work, they struggled for the trading rights over India. Trading rights over India. These powers, Dutch, French, Portuguese, and Britishers, they struggled for the monopoly rights over India. Monopoly means they tried to control over the Indian markets. So for which, when they struggle against of each other, is known as, that process is known as a mercantilism. Clear? Any other question? Any other question? Mir Jafar given as a Diwani rights, a collection of land revenue. When Mir Jafar died in 1765, afterwards they take over the charge of Bengal. Rights given by the Mir Jafar, which was reinstalled by Robert Clive after the expel of Mir Qasim. Very good. Mir Qasim. Clear? Till there, any questions? Any doubts? Yes, Japji.
सर बुक में मर्चेंट आया तो कोई और मतलब लिखा हुआ है, जैसे बाइंग गुड्स चीप एंड सेलिंग देम एट हायर प्राइसेस, ये लिखा हुआ है.
Repeat it again.
Buying goods cheap and selling them at higher prices.
Higher prices. It was as possibilities. Mercantilism. Let me check. So mercantilism is the process in which the Europeans, they try to control. On book has written as a business enterprise that makes a profit primarily through the trade, buying the goods cheap and selling them at higher prices. This one is also correct. Also correct. One more thing has written on a book, which has written on a book on a page number 10, last paragraph, 5th line. The competition amongst the European companies inevitably pushed up the prices at which these goods could be purchased. These goods. Why? Because Europeans try to earn maximum profits, and that profit, it can only possible, the prices of goods they can set on such circumstances when they control over a trade. Agar 4 companies hain yahan par, 4 number of producers are there, all are given as the different prices. Consumer will purchase that good which will be as a more cheaper competition. So these powers, European powers, they try to finish the competition, and it can only possible when they control over a trade. Agar trade karne ke liye ek company responsible hogi, then they can set the prices and earn more profits. They can purchase the goods at a lower cost and sell at the higher rates. Nobody will deny them. But if there will be as a more number of producers will there, Japji, if the more number of producers are there, then what will be happen? Consumers will purchase the goods of such producers which are more cheaper. आप उसको नहीं purchase करेंगे which has given as a expensive. Means the producers are controlled. They can't control the prices. अगर producer एक ही होगा, एक example है आपके लिए. There are a number of toothpaste producers in our present society. Number of there. Colgate, Pepsodent, Patanjali, Sensodyne, वगैरह वगैरह बहुत सारी हैं. All are trying to give as a maximum incentives to their consumers. कोई buy one get one कर रहा है. कोई if you purchase as a one toothpaste, they will be as a toothbrush will be the free. अगर आप Colgate को use करेंगे, आपको कनाडा का trip मिल जाएगा वगैरह वगैरह. These are the incentives. Why they are given the incentives? Because the sales competition between of the producers, these are influenced. Same happened in a British age. 4 companies compete with each other for a selling of their goods. It can be only possible through which they can purchase the cheaper goods and sold the expensive goods when the other producers will not present. Mercantilism. Yes, Jayan, what is your query?
सर आपने अभी बोला था कोई पेज पे लाइन है, वो रिपीट कर दो.
Okay, page number 10, last paragraph, 5th line. Competition amongst the Europeans. Page number 10. अगर पेज नंबर आगे पीछे, this is as the second page of the chapter, last paragraph and fifth, sixth line, competition. Let's we continue. So after the Battle of Buxar in 1765, when Britishers got as a Diwani rights, means collection of a revenue rights from Bengal, Bihar and Awadh. Bengal, Bihar and Awadh, such revenue rights given to the Britishers just after the Battle of Buxar in 1765. 1764, the battle fought in between of Mir Qasim and their allies Shujauddaulah and Shah Alam against of the Robert Clive. Against of Robert Clive. As the war indemnity, Britishers were charged as the fine from a Shujauddaulah. Fine from Shujauddaulah. Fine was charged Shujauddaulah because he supported Mir Qasim in a battle of Buxar. Britishers, they took as a trade privileges from the Shah Alam, the Mughal emperor, as their security because he also supported Mir Qasim in a battle of Buxar. So Mir Qasim exiled. Shujauddaulah, it was a ruler of the Awadh, which paid as the money to the Britishers as guarantee that it will not attack over Britishers in the future. If it will do this thing, then their territories will annex under the British Empire. Second, Shah Alam given as a trade privileges to the Britishers, not to the others. He agreed with that. Shah Alam agreed with that. He will not give the trade privileges to the other European powers. Means only Britishers can trade to the Bengal towards the other countries, not the other number of European powers. Clear? Till there, any questions? Yes. Then afterwards, after the annexation of a Bengal under the British Empire, now the Britishers changed their policies. Britishers opt as a four policies through which they expand their territories. In which first, as a military confrontations, they attack over the Indian rulers. Clear? Second, as a subsidiary alliance. Third, as a doctrine of lapse. Fourth, as a policy of a paramountcy. Let's start from the first. Military confrontations means attacks by the Britishers. They make as alliances. Before our military confrontations, we will proceed towards subsidiary alliance. Subsidiary alliance, which was introduced by the Marcus Wellesley, M-A-R-Q-U-E, Marcus Wellesley. हाँ जी, आप सिंपली लिखो लॉर्ड वेलेस्ली. British Governor General Wellesley introduced the subsidiary alliance. In that policy, Britishers make as the alliances. They make as a treaties with the Indian rulers. They form as a treaties with the Indian rulers, those who accepted the subsidiary alliances. They were followed the some of the conditions. What were the terms and conditions marked in a subsidiary alliance? Not Indian army, their own army. First is a ruler can't it can't possess their own army. Means they will disband their army. For security purposes, Britishers will protect them. And such rulers, they will pay the salaries to the British army. Rulers can't possess their own army. They will pay salaries to the British army, which will protect themselves from their enemies. First condition. Second, in a ruler's court, there will be as a residents will present. Residents, R-E-S-I-D-E-N-T-S. Residents appointed. Britishers appointed their residents, representatives in. Britishers appointed the representatives in ruler's court, which instructed or advised the ruler in administration. Whatever the advice given by the residents, British officials, it has to followed by the ruler. Means the freedoms, securities, liberties restricted by the Britishers. Third, that ruler, it can't make the relations with the other territories, other provinces, other states. Means their foreign affairs of that particular state which accepted the subsidiary alliance, it will be managed by the Britishers. वो independently काम नहीं कर सकता. Fourth condition, that particular ruler can't allow the other European powers to enter Indian territories. Means trade privileges, it will not given to the other European powers like Dutch, Portuguese and French. वहां पर ब्रिटिशर्स ही ट्रेड कर सकते हैं. Fourth condition. Fifth one, that ruler, it can't make as the relations with the other number of European powers to train their army. अगर आर्मी होगी ही नहीं तो ट्रेन किसको करना है? ठीक है ना? It can't be as a modernize their army because the army possessed by the Britishers, it will protect that ruler. So such conditions were marked by the Marquis Wellesley under the subsidiary alliance. Under the subsidiary alliance, in which the first country which accepted the first state accepted the subsidiary alliance was the Awadh. Awadh followed as the subsidiary alliance at earlier. Clear? Till there, any questions? हाँ, Britishers कर सकते हैं. Because ruler has worked according to terms and conditions of a rulers, they work on terms and conditions of a residence. Company officials appointed at a ruler's court. Independently, the ruler, it can't work in a territories. Clear? Any questions till there? Next is a direct military confrontations. Any questions? So those number of rulers who refuse to follow the subsidiary alliance, against of the such rulers, the Britishers, they fought the battles. They started as their battles against of such number of rulers who refused to accept subsidiary alliance, in which the first ruler, it was as a ruler of a Mysore. Ruler of Mysore refused to follow subsidiary alliance. Refused. Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali refused to follow as a subsidiary alliance because of their power. At that time, the Mysore, it was as the strongest province of southern India. Strongest province of southern India. That's we will continue on tomorrow. Any questions? Any questions? Yes. Around 1 minute left. Any questions, bache?